Guys, Deluded Goon, I know you're sick of seeing my face, but here we are for another video. Munir of Barcelona, I can't say the rest of his name, L something, no disrespect, not going to try. Yeah, more recently of Valencia, was on loan at Valencia, 22 years of age, and he's at a crossroads in his future in regards to, he went to Valencia with the option of a permanent. They declined that, so he's coming back to Barcelona, new manager. So yeah, when I saw him in the Youth Champions League. I believe, if my memory serves me right, he scored against us. He played very good against us. Played well against Ajax. Played well against Benfica. Played well against a lot of sides, a lot of youth sides and things like that. And I did believe Barcelona had a potential gem. He can play on the left. He can play on the right. I did see him play 10. He can play through the middle. It's definitely not going to happen at Barcelona unless a miracle happens and his productivity improves. So you'd like to think he plays on the flanks. He's extremely one-footed. What else is there? Defensive contribution isn't the best at times. Can bulk up a bit, but he is a great player. Supreme dribbler, man. Sublime finisher. Link-up play is there. Confidence is there. Reasonably skillful. He is decent, and he also played well against Chelsea in the Youth Champions League, or Youth Gen, Next Gen, whatever they changed the name to at the time. And I think they won it. And he did look like someone that's going to be a potential star. I certainly didn't see at 22 years of age he'd be on loan at Valencia. Now, we know, if we look at the current Barcelona side, he's not going to get anywhere in MSN. You can only hope that Suarez is 31. The way these top clubs work, it might be over for Suarez very soon. But he's still world class. He's still doing his thing. Messi's Messi. Neymar is Neymar. You'd like to think there's scope to come off the bench. You'd like to think if Messi drops deeper into a centre mid as his career goes on, there's scope for him to get in there. He could also, it's Barcelona, they're more than likely going to have possession all the time. They could actually station him behind MSN. I don't know. That's just how I'm getting into the side. But more realistically, that's wishful thinking. More realistically, it does look like he's going to be off. Like I said, Valencia turned down the chance to make his signing permanently. And yeah, it does look like he's at a crossroads. Barcelona have got a new manager coming in, so he could force his way into the thoughts of the manager who has a rebuilding job anyways. Barcelona haven't really brought for any young players of recent, so maybe he can play. He is a typical multifunctional player, like I've said. Fairly skillful, like I've said. Got decent balance. So yeah, I certainly didn't think on top of what he did at youth level, he was capped. He made his debut for Barcelona 2014 and was capped in the same year. Certainly did not think at 22 years of age he'd be where he is. He's still young enough to have a career, have a very good career. As we know, it's tough making it at any club, any top club, let alone Barcelona. Especially when they're going to go and bring in the likes. They've got Messi, the best player of all time. They've got Suarez, who they brought in, who was great when he was at Liverpool and they signed him. It seems to have got even better. They've got Neymar. You guys know how much I love Brazilians. I don't even need to get into depth on that. So yeah, he does face a crossroads. There was a time I would have taken him personally, because I like him. There'll always be a space at Arsenal for me. I do believe he would hit the ground running at Arsenal and he could offer something. Men's football, he doesn't really score enough for me or assist. He needs to improve his productivity. Yes, it's all fine and dandy being able to fit in, being able to play football, but it's a results game at the end of the day. Like I said, I also forgot to mention he's decent at set pieces and he has a very good shot on him with his left peg. He's very good at finding the corners. So yeah, of Moroccan descent as well. So if the Spanish cap never come, Moroccans could have had a player to look at and things of that nature. This year he bagged against Barcelona twice though, and he got an assist against Madrid. So that shows he had a point to prove against Barcelona, and that might show that he can turn up in big games and things of that nature. But he's got, for Barcelona, something like 45 appearances and 10 goals, 10 assists, I believe. Valencia, 36 appearances. I don't even know how many goals he got. 36 games, 10 goals, 3 assists or some nonsense like that. Barcelona B made around 28 appearances. Probably got around the same fee, 10, probably like I'd say, I want to say 8, but it's probably 10, so I'll just say 8 and 9 assists for Barcelona B. And the under-19s, the best level which I saw him at, he basically killed it. I mean, it was something like 10 goals, 10 games, 11 games, 10 games, 11 goals, 4 assists, people. So that shows someone that's got goals, but it's also showing someone that as they've gone up the levels, their goal scoring has somewhat fluctuated to decline. So goal scoring is clearly why I think he's a good take of chances. Maybe goal scoring doesn't naturally come to him at men's level, but I do believe he's a player, man. If he is going to leave Barcelona, I definitely believe I would definitely take him. I do believe the likes of Spurs should take him. I would have said Liverpool, but they're going to sign Salah. United could even find a space for him. Definitely the likes of Southampton, Everton, all of them sort of sides. Definitely he would definitely start for them, definitely produce for them, and definitely provide scope to be sold on for. I don't know if it's a buyback clause if it did happen or whatnot. But he is a good player, guys. There's not much more to say other than that. He's just someone I've always liked as a footballer. Someone that when he came through, whenever he made his debut, 17, 18, 19, I didn't think he'd be here at 22 years of age. He hadn't played much football when he was at Barcelona, and it doesn't look like he's going to make it at Barcelona. But I do believe whether he makes it at Barcelona, gets a chance at Barcelona or elsewhere, he'll be a good player. You just got to look at Sandro Ramirez. His career's he's developed. He's come a long way as a footballer. He was decent at Barcelona. You didn't think he'd make it there, but he's improved playing first team football and things like that since he's gone to Malaga. And now look, he's been linked with Everton, Madrid, etc., etc., and he's killing it for the under-21s, even though he's not necessarily scoring. So yeah, if he leaves, maybe he grows as a player. But guys, Deluded Guna, I'm signing out, not to waffle and keep it going. Munir, very good player. We'll take him at Arsenal. Want to see him develop. Comment, subscribe, you guys know.